Good morning and welcome to the weekly business meeting of the Public Service Commission. Today is September 19th. It is approximately 9 a.m. Before we begin, would you please join me in a moment of silent reflection? Thank you very much. First, a roll call of commissioners. All commissioners are here in the hearing room. Mr. Powers, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Chair Powers and Vice Chair Williams and Commissioners. The first order of business is to set the next regularly scheduled business meeting. Staff recommends that the next Commission business meeting be set for Thursday, September 26, 2024 at 2 p.m.
The next business meeting will be September 26th at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Today we have 3 items on the utilities agenda and 6 items on the transportation agenda. Item number 1 appears in docket number 2023-371E. This is a petition for rehearing from Ms. Rosia M. Morgan.
Having heard the item 1 is presented by Mr. Powers, is there a motion?
Mr. Chair.
Vice Chair Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, fellow commissioners, I move that we grant the petitioner's motion for rehearing and direct the clerk to schedule and notice the matter for a hearing, specifically noting that all parties are required to attend the hearing at the commission. So moved. And Mr. Chair, at the appropriate time, I'd like to make a few comments.
Go ahead, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, fellow commissioners, this motion, as a procedural motion, we know that it has nothing to do with the merits of Ms. Morgan's case, but I want to reiterate that point. For me, this is all about process and procedure. I want to thank the Office of Regulatory Staff for getting back to the commission so quickly regarding the interaction that they had with Ms. Morgan. I believe everything in the letter occurred the way that the Office of Regulatory Staff explained it to us through experience, though I also understand that sometimes a clearly communicated message, can be lost in translation. And because Ms. Morgan is a pro se litigant, I would like for the commission to do what it can to provide her access to our tribunal, to have the opportunity to argue her case, if you will, or have her day in court. Not sure at all how that's going to work out, but at the very least, she seems to have had some level of misunderstanding about appearing in person versus appearing virtually, and our commission has been successful in working with pro se litigants if they cannot appear in person. Our clerk has worked very hard to create a system where they can appear virtually. So if Ms. Morgan avails herself to the commission to appear virtually, I think that we can handle that, and we definitely can handle her appearing in person if she so decides. But that's the basis of my motion, and I welcome any questions or comments.
Thank you, Vice Chair, and I will be supporting your motion. Having served as a magistrate in South Carolina, I've dealt with pro se defendants on many occasions, and in this particular case, I just feel like we don't know what is in her mind or what her conclusion was, and I would tend to give her the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully we can move forward quickly and reach a decision in this case. Any further comments or questions? Any further discussion? We will then, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Respectfully, I vote no.
No?
No.
Thank you. By a vote of 5-1, the motion passes.
Item number 2 is in docket number 2024-144E. This item involves a motion for declaratory judgment and a motion to strike from the Office of Regulatory Staff.
As to item number 2, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston.
I move that the commission open a generic docket for the consideration of the evaluation of CPRE program solicitations by each utility whose CPR process was affected by Act 62, to include Duke Energy Carolinas LLC, Duke Energy Progress, LLC, Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, and Santee Cooper. The Commission shall defer ruling on the motion for declaratory judgment and motion to strike filed by the Office of Regulatory Staff at this time. The clerk is instructed to serve Duke Energy Carolinas LLC, Duke Energy Progress LLC, Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, and Santee Cooper, which is also known as South Carolina Public Service Authority, with a copy of the Office of Regulatory Staff's motion for declaratory judgment and motion to strike, and shall set the motions for oral arguments. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Is there any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser?
thank you. And I'm not necessarily addressing this to only Mr. Caston, but my understanding is that under this motion, what's in the motion, we are not, canceling, holding in abeyance, or at this time moving the current hearing schedule for, Duke. Is that correct? I think it's set for December 10th. That date is still,
That is my understanding.
okay.
I don't think we can, Commissioner Belser. I think we got too much on the plate to be
Okay.
moving.
I just want to be clear on that. And my understanding of what you're saying is because this motion could impact the other utilities and their CPRE programs, that's the reason for asking for a generic docket and sending it to the other utilities so they can weigh in as well. Is that correct? Because this decision could impact them. Any
Yes.
decision on ORS's motion could possibly impact those other utilities. Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioner
Okay.
Belser.
Thank you. I just wanted some clarification. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams.
It may be perfectly clear to everybody else, but for clarity, what this means is that we will work to have the oral argument between now and the December 10th date.
Well, hopefully in sufficient time that it will not move the December 10th
Right,
date. Okay.
Right, but the goal is to
Thank you.
hear it in,
As expeditiously as possible.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Commissioner Thomas?
No, I have no comments. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Having heard the discussion and the item, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 3 is in docket number 2024-244E regarding an application by Duke Energy Progress LLC to issue and sell securities.
Having heard item number 3, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers.
Commissioner Thomas?
Thank you. As provided by South Carolina Code Section 5827-1720 and Regulation 103-823, I move that the Commission approve the application for approval to issue and sell securities filed by Duke Energy Progress, LLC.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Thomas, is any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed by no. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, that completes the utilities agenda before the commission. Moving on to the motor carrier agenda, in Part A, we have one application for a new Class C certificate. Item A1 is in docket number 2024-248T, which is the application of 24/7 Medcare Transport LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate.
Okay, Mr. Powers, I think you said B1 the second time. It's A1, is that
A1.
correct?
A1, yes, sir.
All right. Having heard the, as presented by Mr. Powers on item A1, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser, you have the floor.
thank you. I move that the Commission approve the application of 24/7 Medcare Transport LLC for Class C Class C non-emergency certificate for operation of a motor vehicle carrier. So moved.
Thank you very much. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed by no? Ayes have it. The motion carries.
In Part B of the transportation agenda, we have two requests to cancel certificates that can be taken together. Item B1 is in docket number 2019-394T, which is a request from the Moving Gurus LLC to cancel Class C Household Goods Certificate number 9872. Item B2 appears in docket number 2018-173T. This is a request from mbcabs.com LLC to cancel Class C Taxi Certificate number 9358.
Having heard items B1 and B2, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Carolyn Williams,
Thank you. I move that the commission approve the request to cancel the certificates numbers B1 and B2 as identified by Mr. Powers. A directive order will be issued for each request to cancel the motor carrier's Class C certificate in each respective docket.
thank you, Commissioner Williams. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
In Part C of the Transportation Agenda, we have 3 requests for extensions of time. Item C1 is in docket number 2024-163T, which is a request from CTK Auto and Transportation LLC for a 3-month extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
Having heard item C1, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers?
Commissioner Carolyn Williams,
Thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of CTK Auto and Transportation LLC for a 3-month extension of time until December 5th, 2024 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
thank you, Commissioner Williams. Do I hear any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by no. The motion carries.
Item C2 appears in docket number 2024-219T, which is a request from Urban Transportation Services LLC for a 12-month extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
As to item C2, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser,
I move that the commission grant the request of Urban Transportation Services LLC for an extension of time until August 7th, 2025 to comply with commission rules and regulations pursuant to paragraph 5 of Exhibit A to order number 2024-555, granting the authority to provide motor carrier services, which was issued on August 8, 2024. The applicant's failure to complete the certification process by complying with the filing requirements within 90 days, or requesting or obtaining from the commission additional time to comply with the requirements of the commission order renders the order null and void. If Urban Transportation Services LLC does not come into compliance with the commission rules and regulations by August 8th, 2025, order number 2024-555 is null and void, and Urban Transportation Services LLC would not be precluded from filing a new application with the commission with updated information when the applicant is ready to comply with commission rules and regulations. So moved.
thank you, Commissioner Belser. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Belser, do I hear any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed by no? The ayes have it, the motion carries.
Item C3 is in docket number 2024-153T, which is a request from RPM Express LLC for a 3-month extension of time to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
As to item C3, do I hear a motion?
Chair Powers,
Commissioner Thomas,
I move that the commission grant the request of RPM Express LLC for a 3-month extension of time until December the 5th, 2024 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Do I hear any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed by no? The ayes have it, the motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, this concludes all business noticed before the Commission today.
Mr. Powers, thank you very much, and all those joining in, hope you have a safe weekend and a good day. We are adjourned.